How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. Let's get it. And yeah, man, if you guys want to donate, you can donate to Corey Lee Boxing on Cash App, or you guys can just show support, hit the like button, broskies. And women out there. So yeah, man, Canelo Alvarez versus Demetrius Bivol, you guys. It's possibly going down again. Both guys, you guys know, are game to fight each other. Um, but Bivol has a lot to think about right now. Yes, Canelo Alvarez wants revenge on Demetrius Bivol. We all understand that. We all get it. Canelo Alvarez is the ultimate competitor. He doesn't like losing to anybody, and he really wants this win. He really wants to run it back um, another time, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. It's definitely a hit to his resume, in my personal opinion, because he lost, and he lost so decisively. This wasn't a regular loss. This wasn't a loss that, that it was like, man, they robbed Canelo Alvarez, man. A lot of people, they're like, man, man, they robbed Canelo, but it wasn't the case. This wasn't the case, you guys. Demetrius Bivol did his thing, man. He really did, man. And he showed why there's weight divisions in pro boxing. You know what I mean? He showed why a lot of guys don't move up in weight to fight guys like Demetrius Bivol, Archer Better Beef. You know, I really don't got Caleb Plant or David Benavidez in a rush to move up to 175 pounds and fight those guys. No, I just don't have that happening. So Demetrius Bivol outpointed and outsmarted Canelo Alvarez, okay, in their first matchup. As you can see here, that's a long, stiff jab that Canelo Alvarez was eating all night long, man. And it was like he could not, it's like Demetrius Bivol could not miss with that shot. It showed why he was, how he's been in the amateur program, and he continued to be a champion. And even though people were saying that he really wasn't fighting anybody, you know, there have been numerous people over on top of numerous people saying that, Demetrius Bivol didn't fight each other. I mean, excuse me, didn't fight anybody. He's pretty much had a gimme resume. I mean, record and resume. And, pretty much most of his fights were gimmies, fights that he was supposed to win. And a lot of people leading up into that Canelo fight, I really feel like he did not fight Gilberto Ramirez at the time. So this is what fans thought of Demetrius Bivol leading into that Canelo fight. And that's why a lot of people picked Canelo Alvarez to win that fight. And to be honest with you, they picked him to win fairly easily. They overlooked Bivol a lot. I feel like a lot of fight fans did. I was one that was included. Um, but I did know that, being that Bivol had size on Canelo, I did know that that could possibly uh, play a factor in this fight, being that he is ready. He is game. He is in shape. Um, and he is and Demetrius Bivol at that time, that night, was a object that was not move was he couldn't move him. Canelo Alvarez normally moves his guys. Like, he normally gets them out of the way. He normally has them do what he wants them to do. Demetrius Bivol stayed course. Okay? Demetrius Bivol stayed course. Okay? He stayed on plan. He stayed on what he came in there to do. And what he came in there to do was box the ears off of Canelo Alvarez and pretty much beat Canelo Alvarez at his own game, man. Yeah. Yeah, Dmitry Bivol didn't even get hit that much in the Canelo fight, to be honest with you. You know, Canelo Alvarez didn't, he didn't really hit Dmitry Bivol as much as I thought he was going to be able to, you know? And you could tell by Canelo Alvarez's face that in this fight, he was getting touched up and that he felt that 175-pound power. It's a different type of power than 168, and it's damn sure a lot different than 154, which he was a champion and he campaigned that for a little while. Um, then he moved up to 160, then he moved up to 168, then he found himself against Dmitry Bivol on the zone, a fight that Eddie Hearn wanted to make because it was going to be an in-house fight, okay? Meaning more money for the promoter, okay? Eddie Hearn really wanted that. And I'm not going to say Canelo didn't want it, but I'm just saying at this point in his career, what the hell are you doing at 175? I mean, yeah, he's there to be great, but I just feel like a guy like Arthur Beterbiev is completely wrong for Canelo Alvarez and Dmitry Bivol, you know? And that's where the Terminator comes into place, you guys. That's where the Terminator, that's where this guy comes into place in this whole scenario. Okay. Demetrius Bivol has to pick between a guy that he beat fairly easy, okay, and Canelo Alvarez. And he has to pick between Canelo Alvarez and Arthur Beterbiev, you guys. The unified champion of the world. Excuse me, WBO, WBC, IBF champion of the world. 3 straps, you guys. 3 straps. And he's knocking out everybody. And he's retiring and damaging fighters. If Anthony Yard's trainer did not step into that fight, you guys, it would have been even worse than that. I promise you. I promise you. Yard wasn't coming back. And so for Arthur Beterbiev to make a statement like that, okay, I just feel like Demetrius Bivol, if you're a real fighter, bro, fight Beterbiev, bro. Do us all fans a favor. We don't want to see you get robbed by Canelo. We don't want to see you fight Canelo and possibly the judges. It might be a close fight. You know Canelo's going to get denied. You know Canelo Alvarez is going to get denied. You know? And so I just feel like, man, if you're going to go against Canelo Alvarez, do it after the Beterbiev fight, man. Let the fans have something that they can really look forward to, man. Really enjoy, man. A Bivol versus Canelo rematch, yeah, you know, that sounds pretty good. That's a pretty good fight and all that. But Bivol versus Beterbiev, man, that shit got a ring to it. Damn it. It's just got ice season written all over it, you guys. Ice season written all over it, man. Bivol versus Beterbiev. Wow, man. That's one of those fights, you guys, that I think we get once every decade. A fight like Bivol versus Beterbiev. Damn, 2 undefeated champions. One unified. You know? Put both from Russia. Putting it all on the line for undisputed. I mean, to be honest with you, you got a lot of fans saying that Demetrius Bivol is going to win. And then you got a lot of fans that saying Arthur Beterbiev is going to win. I'm going to let you guys know right now, it's going to be a tough fight no matter who you pick, you know? But I think that Archer better be, being that he can jab, he can box, being that he does have defense, he can be elusive. We've seen that, you know. Yeah, he got touched up in the he got touched up a little bit in the Anthony Yard fight, but it's boxing, man. When you got 19 wins and you got all 19 wins by knockout, okay? Meaning you're going for the knockout every fucking fight, you're gonna get touched. You're gonna get touched. Charles D was happening. No, it's not Bivol by decision. Fuck no. Better be by knockout, nigga. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Better be, man. Different animal. I've been telling you, Charles D, for 4 fucking years, dog. This dude better be different. A lot of motherfuckers is starting to see that now. You know what I'm saying? For real. But it's time though, man. It's better beef's time. You know, yeah, I wish they would have fought him earlier than this, man. Better Beef's almost fucking 40 years old and he's finally getting his shot. These motherfuckers been ducking him, man. They been ducking my boy. You know, but hey, it is what it is, man. Better Beef is finally getting his shot at fighting the top guys because he's with a top ranked, top promoter. And the motherfucker's getting recognition like he should have been getting. You know, he doesn't drink, doesn't party, doesn't go out like AB and enjoy himself and you know, in that way. Not saying he don't enjoy himself, but in that way, okay? He's not flashy, he's not flamboyant. Even his punches aren't even flashy or flamboyant. They're just straight to the point. But when you talk about dedication and you talk about honor and you talk about determination, okay? Better Beef has all of those and more. I seen some of his training workout videos and his training montage videos. Okay. The guy is a beast, man. When you talk about guys that can train their butt off, okay, and have a smile doing it, and not only that, man, love doing it, love going training every day, love doing that shit. Don't drink, don't smoke, no bad habits, eat right, okay. And then you got the genetic makeup of Archer Better Beef. On no bullshit, man. I work out every day, man. I know how hard it is to get that type of shape, man. Archer Better Beef is his body is no homo. It's like it's carved in stone, yo. The dude has no body fat at all. Period. And I know they say that, but even when David Benavidez weighs in, he still ain't like ripped like some guys ain't. I'm not saying he ain't a beast. Some guys ain't. I'm just saying Archer Better Beef leaves no stone unturned. Okay, in preparation. Okay, that's why you get results like that. Okay, and he's coming in there to do one job, and he's coming in there to knock you the fuck out. Period. Archer Better Beef has one job to do, and that's to knock you out. Period. And he does, and he's damn good at his job. He's damn good at his job. Smash that like button. Let's get these likes up. Corley Boxing, stop playing with me. Charles D, no hate to Better Be, but Bivol got him. And see, that's another thing. He says Bivol been calling for that fight. Not really. Not really. Not really. Because to be honest with you, he could have got that smoke when Archer Better Beef was over there with Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't even signed to the PBC. He wasn't even signed to the PBC. Okay? He got a different promoter. He got like a freelancing type of promoter that promotes with the PBC. I didn't know that. Yeah, his promoter was, I forgot his promoter's name, but his promoter was at the post fight press conference with the Anthony Yard and Anthony Yard versus Arthur Beterbiev. Okay? So he can fight any of these guys. Back then he could have too. And from what I was told 2 years ago, they offered Bivol to fight, and Eddie Hearn said it. Even Eddie Hearn said it. Eddie Hearn was Bivol's promoter. He said Bivol wasn't ready. Hey, yo, come on, Charles D. You don't remember when Bivol was fighting? When we were like, what the fuck? Who is Bivol fighting? You don't remember when we were asking those questions? I know I was. Don't do that though, Charles. You don't act like you don't remember that joint. Because you remember that joint. We was like, who is he gonna fight next? He won't fight nobody. He was fighting somebody, but it wasn't anybody that we knew. You know what I mean? He was fighting guys from fucking. Let me see this dude resume, man. You didn't make me go in. You make me go in the vault real quick, man. Let me go in this motherfucking vault, man. See what the fuck going on. You got me going in the vault today. You know what I mean? I ain't want to do it to you, Charles D, but I had to go in the vault real quick. You know what I mean? Back to the vault though. Okay? So Dmitry Bivol started his career off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he was fighting some pretty good guys. He fought Samuel Clarkskin, which I remember he was on Showbox. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna put this up on the screen real quick for you guys. We're gonna go down Bivol's resume. But I feel like, yeah, he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. I'm not taking anything away from Bivol. He's a good fighter, man. He's definitely a good fighter. I like some of these names on his resume. I like that shit too. Cause some of these guys I know, like Samuel Clarkskin, he was on Showbox. He did pretty good on Showbox until he ran into that guy. So yeah, he fought Felix Valera, 13-0, and he was only 6-0, 7-0. That's pretty good. Fighting a 13-0 undefeated guy. Then he fought Samuel Clarkson, when I told you guys he was on Showbox. Then he fought Cedric Agnew. I seen him before too. He's fought a world champion. He fought for the belt before. Cedric Agnew. He fought Kovalev. That's Kovalev's old opponent. And I'm not even. This is just right off the top. He fought Kovalev before. That's one of his two losses, 29-2. Bivol stopped him. Trent Broadhurst, I don't really know him like that, but yeah. Charles D says he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight Vostik. Him and Bivol wouldn't unify. Who didn't want to fight Vostik? You talking about Beterbiev? Bivol. I don't know. I know that. I know Beterbiev retired his ass. I do know that. I do know that though. When Gvozdyk, the world champion, the WBC world champion, put his O on the line, undefeated, never lost, put his O on the line against Arthur Beterbiev, okay? Beterbiev retired him. Possible brain damage. Come on, man. This shit, you don't play boxing, man. You don't play boxing, man, at all. You know? It's one of those sports you can't cheat. You can't cheat on boxing, man. You can't cut no corners, man. A lot of fighters, Oh, he said Bivol didn't want to. Oh, yeah, that's why I was like, why ain't Bivol fight Bostic? That's what I'm saying. It's shit like that, though, Charles D. That's why I'm not, you know, really, I'm not picking Bivol to win. It's things like that. But it's other things, too. Like, I feel like Archer Better Beef has one goal in mind, to be undisputed champion. Okay? He know Usyk, a guy that beat him, okay? He knows Usyk was undisputed champion, okay, at cruiserweight. I know that shit got to get to him, man. I know that shit has to get to him, bro. Okay? A guy that beat you and everybody talks to you about him, Better Be Even Usyk's name will forever be together, you know? One's from Russia, one's from Ukraine. Russia and Ukraine don't even like each other. They're at war right now. Okay? Not saying that Usyk and Better Beef don't like each other, but I'm just saying they got history. Okay? And for Usyk to win his undisputed championship at cruiserweight, one weight class lower than Archer Better Beef, okay? And for him to be undisputed, I know that has to motivate Archer Better Beef. I know Better Beef got to be thinking, man, look, this guy's undisputed. You know what I'm saying? I want to be undisputed. Why not? Why not, man? And I just feel like, Archer Better Be at this point in his career, he's not going to stop until he's an undisputed champion. He's going to fight any fucking body. You put a bear in the motherfucking ring, Archer Better Be is going to fight him. He wants to be undisputed. That is the only thing I feel like that is really motivating Better Be to still train as hard as he do and to do everything that he needs to do. He knows he wants to be undisputed. He feels it in his body, in his mind, and his soul. He better be, that's what he truly, truly wants to be. He's missing one more fucking belt. One more belt. And the one belt is Dmitry Bivol. You can't even, Archer Better Be, what Mark Ramsey said, Dmitry Bivol's coach says, Archer Better Be doesn't even watch boxing. He doesn't even, he watches it when they do film study, but he says he probably doesn't even know who Canelo Alvarez is. He said that shit, So do you think that he really knows who Dmitry Bivol is? Yeah, he might know him through the ranks and, them both being in Russia. Yeah, he probably knows him through, maybe the amateur circuit back in Russia and stuff. Yeah, he probably knows him through that. But I just don't feel like Archer Better Be is he, from what Mark Ramsey explains, him, his head trainer, which they've been together for over, 10, 15 years now. I just feel like, Archer Better Be is really just trying to be undisputed, man. That's what he really, truly wants right now, you guys. And he's not going to stop until he gets it. And right now, Dmitry Bivol has the what does he have? He has the WBA strap. Yep. So he has the WBA strap. That's the black and gold strap. And that's the only strap. Okay. Dmitry Bivol has the only strap. See that black and gold belt right where Eddie Hearn is holding? Okay. That is the only strap that Archer Better Be. That's the only thing I feel like is keeping Archer Better Be to still fight. I feel like if he fights Bivol, he might retire, to be honest with you. I really do. I think if Dmitry Bivol accepts the challenge to fight Archer Better Be, because that is the only fight that Archer Better Be wants. He said it so many times. His English isn't even that fucking good, but he says it clearly. I want to be undisputed. I want to fight Bivol. He says that shit. He knows what he wants. And right now, smash that like button, you guys. Right now, I feel like it's time. Okay? Archer Better Be is at the peak of his career right now with fame. A lot of people are starting to notice him. He's with Top Rank. Like I said, he's with ESPN, very marketable. And you guys got to understand, if you can't market a dude that's 19-0 with all 19 wins by way of knockout, if you can't market a guy like that, and this guy, okay, and Archer Beterbiev, if you can't market a guy like that, then you can't. What are you in boxing promoting for? So I knew once Bob Arum, a seasoned vet when it comes to promoting and getting the best out of fighters. I feel like, yeah, Bob Arum has things about him, but he's been doing it for so long, so he knows all of the tricks of the trade to promote a guy like Archer Beterbiev. Okay. Archer Beterbiev, the one thing that was on Archer Beterbiev is that he had janky, not janky, but I just feel like he had promotional problems, like promotional things that he had going on, and I feel like now, man, if Archer Beterbiev can really truly get these fights, man, that we all want to see, it's not a problem of Archer Beterbiev not wanting to fight nobody, okay? I'm 100% certain that Archer Beterbiev has never ducked a man in boxing in my life. I'm 100% sure on that, in my personal opinion, because of just the way he is as a person, man. And some of the people that sparred Archer Beterbiev talk about Archer Beterbiev like, he has like he's in there like he has no feeling. Like, not what I mean by that is, he can beat the dog shit out of you in sparring, okay? And be just the nicest guy when you talk to him after that. It's like it's a switch. So it's like a lot of fighters don't have that, man. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, his sparring partners he's saying their sparring partners are saying that Archer Beterbiev hits so fucking hard, y'all. And these are on bigger gloves. These are on like twice the size of gloves that they fight in. And he's hurting and stopping motherfuckers. So you guys got to understand, with that type of brutality, that level, okay? That level, okay, of brutality and just the mental fortitude to keep pushing forward, even though you don't know when your opponent's going to get hurt, like Anthony Yard, or like a Marcus Brown when he had blood in his face and he could barely see, and he just kept pushing forward and putting that fucking pressure on Marcus Brownie, like he was the one that had all of this blood in his face and shit like that. Yeah, I believe he had a cut on the side, but Archer Beterbiev had a cut straight down the fucking side, middle of his forehead, and it was fucking going right into his eye. Yo, the shit was crazy. So his whole face was bloody as fuck, okay? Not only did he have all of that going on in the fight, he still found a way to fucking brutalize and stop Marcus Browning, okay? With all of that shit going on in his fucking face and everything. He was determined as fuck. I seen it in his face, yo. You don't see shit like that in all these different fighters out here, man. Some fighters, they can't weather the storm, man. They cannot weather the fucking storm, man. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, is levels to this shit. Boxing, man. I study this shit. I live this shit. I breathe this shit. Okay? Archer Beterbiev is a different human being, man. Period. Period, man. And he's not going to stop until he gets that undisputed strap. Dmitry Bivol got to knock Beterbiev out to beat him, yo. Because Beterbiev will go for the knockout. Mark Ramsey, all he trains is power punchers. His head trainer, okay? Archer Beterbiev has been with his trainer for over 10 years, 15 years. Mark Ramsey. Mark Ramsey's trained David Lemieux. Mark Ramsey's trained Elder Alvarez, okay? Elder Alvarez beat Kovalev. Remember that? Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like it all came together with Ramsey and Beterbiev. It was just like a style, and everything meshed well. You got a trainer that specifically specializes in power output in fighters, okay? And then you got a guy like Arthur Beterbiev when he was in the amateurs before he even knew Mark Ramsey, okay? Was just knocking motherfuckers out. He knocked Usyk down in the amateurs with a body shot. With a fucking body shot. You know? So I just feel like, man, look, Charles, he said still losing to Bivol. Cut it out, man. Cut that shit out, man. You don't believe that shit, man. Beterbiev is winning by knockout, man. Remember I said that shit. I told y'all this shit 4 years ago, and I tell you it again. Bivol ain't lasting with Beterbiev, man. 4 years ago, y'all. 4 years ago, I talked about this shit. And a lot of you guys just seeing the channel, just subscribing, just checking it out. But I told you guys 4 years ago, man, Beterbiev was going to do what he's doing now. And look what he's doing. He's doing everything that he said he was going to do. You know? He says he wants to be undisputed. I just cannot wait for this fight, man. Damn, Bivol accepted challenge, man. What the fuck? Don't be a bitch. Accept the fight. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Canelo right now, man. We want to see the Beterbiev versus Bivol fight. 2023, not 2024. We don't want to see you after you lost a tight decision to Canelo in some way, shape, or form or fashion. I feel like if the fight's close with Bivol, that shit means a lot to Canelo, man. That shit means a lot to Canelo. So, yeah, I'm back. You can hear me now? I had to get that joint back straight. Can you hear me, Charles? Everybody out there? But yeah, man. I just feel like right now, man, but see, it's like it's so crazy. Y'all gotta listen to this shit. Y'all gotta hear my breakdown real quick. Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. Just hear me out real quick. This is the truth, though. This is the way I see it. Bivol has two motherfuckers that really, really want to fight him. Like, and I'm serious, bro. You got Canelo Alvarez that is determined as fuck. He's got to get the revenge for the Mexican nation. For Viva Mexico, he's got to get this win back against Bivol. He cannot lose twice to Bivol. Not the Mexican superstar. Not the big kahunas. Not this guy. Okay? But then you got Arthur Beterbiev. Okay? That the sole purpose that he's in boxing is to be undisputed. Okay? That is the only fight Beterbiev wants. Okay? Undisputed. Every time they interview him, undisputed. Every time they want to talk to him, undisputed. Okay? You got two guys gunning for you, Dmitry Bivol. Two guys, man, on your ass. Pause. Yo, for real though, man. You know, I'm telling you, man, Canelo is not trying to take 2 L's, man. And he knows he's got to run it back. He lost that fight. Can you imagine all the fans? I mean, the shit he got to hear. Yo, Canelo, when you fighting Bivol again? You know? When you fighting Bivol again? When you fighting like superstars come up to Canelo? When you gonna fight? When you gonna rematch that guy, Bivol? You know, superstars in Hollywood. Yeah, we know you're gonna win, Canelo, but when you fighting him again? And you don't think that shit get to Canelo, man? Come on, man. Fans want to see the best fight the best. Canelo, you lost fair and square to Bivol. You gotta fight him again. Okay? But Bivol wants to be undisputed. You got a chance to be undisputed at 168, or you got a chance to be undisputed at the weight division that you fight in and have been fighting in, I believe, your entire career. Okay, at 175, you got a chance to be undisputed, fighting arguably the number one fighter in your division, Archer Beterbiev. What do you do? If you're Bivol, who do you pick? If I'm Bivol, man, you gotta go with Archer Beterbiev, yo. You got to. The reason why I say he gotta go with Archer Beterbiev is because you beat Canelo Alvarez already. Why in the fuck would you fight a guy that you beat already? That'd be dumb as shit. You beat him already. Move on. Fight somebody. Fight somebody that's you know what I mean? Fight somebody that we ain't never seen you in the ring with, man. That's what I want to see. Canelo getting beat worse if he fights Bivol again. That's what I'm saying. And then we got guys like you that's saying it's going to get worse. I'm going to tell you right now, Charles D, and everybody out there watching, if Canelo Alvarez fights Bivol again, I feel like it's going to be a tough fight. But I feel like Canelo Alvarez has to train his ass off for that fight, man. No bullshit, man. No partying. I don't know what he does, but nothing. Nothing but train. Eat, sleep, train. Eat, sleep, train. Eat, sleep, train. That's all that Canelo Alvarez is going to be able to do or need to do against Bivol. Now, this John Ryder guy that they're saying that Canelo's going to be fighting next, I mean, I think he beats him, man, easy, to be honest. Yeah, they say John Ryder beat Daniel Jacobs, but so what, man? So fucking what, man? Jacobs, I feel like, I don't feel like his mind was 100% in boxing right now. I don't know. He just got a lot of Daniel Jacobs, to be honest with you, I think should maybe possibly think about retiring. And so for John Ryder to beat him, it's like, okay, good job, but you get a Canelo fight out of that for a tight, close decision that people say that Danny Jacobs possibly won that fight, and you're gonna say that you get a Canelo fight out of that shit. Eddie Hearn again, Eddie Hearn, back to Eddie Hearn again, back to that fucking guy. Dude be yeah, he be probably talking to. Could you imagine the shit he says to Canelo, bro? Like, I can get you this 2-3 fight deal, man. You can fight John Ryder, Daniel Jacobs, and then rematch Bivol. Okay, I'll get you 100 million. I mean, shit. He gonna bring the money, I guess. But damn. I could just imagine Eddie, man, with that weasel type of mentality he got. You know what I mean? That weasel. But like I said, man, I want to see how this shit goes, man. Dmitry Bivol has a lot to think about, man. I feel like solely it depends on what Bivol wants to do. Him and his team. I'm really curious to see what they're gonna do. Yeah, Canelo wants revenge. With the one of the only losses on his resume. He lost to Mayweather and Bivol. Two totally different fighters and two totally different statuses in boxing. You got possibly the greatest fighter of all time that you lost to, and then you lost to Dmitry Bivol. So it's like, who is this guy? Some of the casuals will probably say, who is this guy? And is he going to fight him again? Did he ever fight him again? So no matter what happens with Dmitry Bivol in the next 6 to 12 months, Canelo Alvarez is definitely going to want that fight. If it's not next, it'll be
after that. And if it's not after that, eventually, before Canelo Alvarez retires, I can guarantee you he's going to fight Dmitry Bivol. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Now, I don't know if it's going to be at 175 or I don't know if it's going to be at 168. The proposition right now is Canelo Alvarez and Demetrius Bivol fighting at 168. Okay. So that's what Canelo Alvarez is offering. I believe Eddie Hearn's offering that right after the Ryder fight. This Ryder fight it doesn't even sound good. You know what I mean? Like John Ryder versus Canelo Alvarez. Like, what? Who is this guy? But I'm not knocking John Ryder. I mean, he won the Canelo sweepstakes, you know. But yeah, man. And I guess, to get Canelo back on winning track and winning formula and, get his confidence back up, he'll get an in-between fight. I guess that's probably what his coaches and probably, Team Canelo is probably saying, and Eddie Hearn and stuff. So, I think right now, man, they're gonna, probably fight that John Ryder fight, and then, definitely look at Bivol next after that. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna probably try to get Demetrius Bivol locked in, probably maybe to fight, probably fight, whoever he wants, or either a mandatory, and then he'll probably fight Canelo Alvarez. I believe Eddie Hearn will probably try to get a 2-fight deal out of Demetrius Bivol if he doesn't already have him under contract. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. I'm gonna go ahead and head out, man. Charles D, salute to my brother Charles D. And everybody else out there, man. Charles D, we got to get you back on here, bro. I pay for this app, man, so you could call in and you can talk this boxing with me, bro, and anybody out there. And so yeah, man, and then I say, if not tomorrow, maybe tomorrow or either Thursday, I'll try to get a live stream where people can join it. Okay. So yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please smash that like button. And yeah, man, this is Corey Lee Boxing, and you've definitely been hit with another banger. Peace out, you guys. Later.